Hello, guys. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you. It is Friday. Yay! We made it. It's been a long couple weeks, hasn't it, guys? Well, today I'm coming to you from a different location, coming to you from my bedroom, actually, because my family's watching television in the living room and stuff, and so I'm having to come in here so I can do this today. So, anyhow, I'm sitting here being nice and cozy, but we're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about sentence formation and sentence structure, text structures, things of that nature. Let me brush his hair. Are one of those things that people have trouble with on the TABE. It's not one of the main TABE trouble areas, but it is one that a significant number of y'all have trouble with. So we're going to hit it, we're going to get it, and we're just going to settle this and get it done so you guys know it. And so we will succeed on the TABE and in life. So sentence formation, what is it all about? So first, of course, we got to ask ourselves, like, what exactly is a sentence? I think we all know this, but a sentence is a group of words that tells us about someone or something. And it also might ask about someone or something. So it's just a bunch of words come together. There's been some people in the past that have had some difficulty understanding sentences and paragraphs. So we're just going to clear up some of that. You might say, oh, Miss Truelove, I don't have that problem. Well, then this is just going to help you just reinforce what you already know. Don't you love these pretty pictures in the background? Just looking at that water at that beach and say, ooh, wish we were there, right? Yeah, I don't know why I chose these in the background, but man, they're taking me there. This is me dreaming about what I'd like to do on the weekend, right? Thumbs up, you want to be there too? Yeah. A sentence must start with a capital or uppercase letter at the beginning of the sentence. It must end with a punctuation mark, period, question mark, exclamation point. It must have a subject. We're going to go into more about what a subject is in a moment. It must have a verb or a predicate, and we'll get more into that in a second as well. And it must complete a form a complete thought. So we're going to look at some of these and just give a little bit of explanation on this area. And let's see what kind of cool place we're going to go to on the next slide. Well, this one isn't as exciting as the beach, but look at those fall leaves. Those leaves just look pretty. So what is just a simple sentence? A simple sentence are independent clauses, or they're clauses that can be just independent of other phrases. They have one subject, one verb, and one clause. And they must have that complete thought. So let's look at that. We know we have to have the subject, and we have to have the predicate. So we have to have, and it must have a complete thought. So let's look at a subject first is the naming part of this sentence, and it is the subject of what the sentence is about. It tells who or what that sentence is about. The predicate, like I said, is the telling part of a sentence, which is the predicate, and it tells what happens. The predicate usually is begun when there you have the verb, the action part of the sentence. So the subject is usually the noun or the part of the sentence that gives who or what the sentence is about, and the predicate usually gives some action and explanation about more information about the subject. So we're going to look at some sample simple sentences. Mary ate lunch. We have Mary, who is our subject. Ate lunch is our predicate, which ate is our verb. And if we just said Mary ate, Mary ate could be a complete, it would be a simple sentence, but by telling what she ate, it gives us a little bit more information. And so Mary ate lunch. The boy ran fast. The boy ran could be a sentence, but it's even more complex when we add um, fast because it explains how he ran. Mr. Odom is a teacher. So Mr. Odom is our subject, and is our state of being, which is our action or our predicate, and we know he's a teacher. She studies hard. She is our subject, study is our verb, and studies hard is our complete predicate. The boys play basketball. The boys are our subject. Play basketball is our predicate. Play is our verb. We could just have the boys play, and that would be a sentence. Simple sentences might seem a little boring, so what can we do to make them a little bit more exciting and more expressive? Because, like I said, if we just wrote the boys play, that didn't give us much information. We want to spice things up, make it a little bit more exciting. Because, if we just read and wrote and just those simple, very simple sentences, our reading and our dialogue would be very bland, very uninteresting. So we want to spice it up, make it a little bit more interesting, and we're just going to talk about some ways that we can do that. And we're just going to start with one little simple sentence, and we're going to build upon it, and then see how we can make it a little bit more interesting. First of all, we can add adjectives to describe our subject. And adjectives are just those descriptive words. We can use adverbs or tell how somebody does something. We can use different kinds of prepositional phrases at the end of our sentences, and we'll go into a little bit more about that as well. So let's look at our first example. The boy walked. Kind of boring. The boy walked. Oh, we're glad he's walking. Walking's good. This is a complete sentence, but it's not expressive. We have all the components of a sentence. We have our subject and we have our predicate, but it's lacking. So let's look at a second example. The young boy walked. So now we know it's not just the boy walked. We know it's a young boy. We got a little bit more information here. Makes it a little bit more interesting, but by adding an adjective, it becomes more expressive. But that's still a little bit bland, isn't it, y'all? We don't talk in little sentences like that. So let's see what we got. And we got more information about the boy, but I want to know more. I want to know why this boy is walking and where he's going and why. So let's figure this out. Detectives, that's who we are. Example 3. The young boy walked happily. Well, that makes me happy. So we see here, by adding an adverb, now we get a better image in our minds of how the boy walked. We know who walked, and now we know how they walked. Let's look at a further example. Example 4. The young boy walked happily to school. Now, 3 weeks ago, there were not many people walking happily to school. But now, on April the 10th of 2020, after being stuck home for 3 weeks, I think there would be a lot of people walking happily to school if they had that opportunity. So the young boy was walking happily to school. By adding the prepositional phrase of direction, we get a better idea of where the subject is going. So you can see we built upon, as we started with the first sentence where we talked about the boy walked, then we added an adjective, the young boy walked, and then we added a little bit more explanation, and we said how he walked, And then we talked where he walked. So we just keep adding a little bit more depth with each sentence. Now, we could have stopped over here with example number 1 because that is a legitimate sentence. We like to give a little bit more information. But in conclusion, let's just make sure when we're writing, we make sure that we have a subject and a predicate. We have our subject, our noun, and our action. A subject and an action, something are happening. Make sure to make your writing more interesting, you can add adjectives, adverbs, and prepositional phrases. I'll be adding more assignments today on ixl.com. Remember, your username is your name 1 at Job Corps. So mine would be Kathy 1 at Job Corps. And your password is Joyful 1. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I would love us to have a time where we could all chat with each other and talk, but because I miss some of your guys's your faces, and I miss some of your funny things you guys say, and we think about you often, and hope everybody's doing well. I hope the walls don't seem like they're closing in on you, because I know just being here myself, sometimes it's just nice to get out and about, but being safe at the same time. If you have questions, I've had a few people email me. You can email me at a couple of different places. You can email me at truelove.catherine@jobcorps.org, or you can email me at reading1gjcc@gmail.com. So I'd love to hear from you. You can also reach out to us on Facebook on our Gadsden Bulldogs page. We'll answer questions there. People have messaged me on the Facebook Messenger, and as long as we're keeping it on a work basis, we're good with that. We'll answer those Facebook Messenger pages for you. It's Friday. I want you to take some time this weekend, do something fun, do something for yourself. It's the Easter weekend. Remember the reason for the season. Remember at this time to be thankful for what we have and the people in our lives. I'm thankful for you. Miss you. And I hope to see you soon. Hopefully before May 11th. That's a long time away. But before then, best wishes. And have a great weekend. Love you guys.